another day, another injury. I mean, you almost have to feel like, if you can't cry, you got to laugh about it, I guess, right? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what to say about it anymore. It just, we seem to have the same conversation almost every game, so that's where we're at.
And how will it impact things today? How will you jockey your lineup to make out for another loss?
Yeah, it's two centermen, right? And we all know what Boone is and what he's brought, and production-wise and minutes and everything, leadership. And then Silly, who's I thought his games has started to improve there. The holes have got to be filled. That's it. We're going to try KJ in the middle. We're going to take a look at him, start him out with Johnny and Patty to start, see how that looks, and we'll go from there.
What's the prognosis for Sillinger's injury?
Day-to-day, upper body.
How did Boone get hurt, and how long did he play with that?
Florida. He took a shot there in Florida. He had been playing with a few games, and they got some information where I think it's best that he gets it worked on here. So it just shows Boone nobody really knows, nobody talks about it, but that's what he's been dealing with here for several games.
Did you say how he got hurt? Was it
shot?
Yeah, shot. Oh
shot,
yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. So was he splinting it up, or?
Yep.
Wow. He was still taking face-offs?
Yep. Yeah. I tried to minimize it, but he pretty much told me he could take as many as he could. So.
What's the mood like in the room? I know center ice has been a soft spot or a concern for you all season, and now it's just, to lose those two guys is pretty gutting.
Yeah, we've been dealing with this really since game one, and it's just, gosh, it's come in waves, and you're looking at 4 guys that are out for the year already, and compounded with the other stuff that every time Boulder walks down in my office, I'm terrified. It's usually, he's out a month, he's out 2 months, so it's a big blow. You can't skirt around it. It is what it is, especially in the middle of the ice. But sometimes these things, everything happens for a reason. And I remember years ago when we had Pierre-Luc Dubois on the wing, and he got an opportunity to center just due to injury, and look where he is now. So, KJ's a kid we've talked about. We want to use him potentially. Now he's got some games under his belt, which helps. And now we're going to probably get a good look at him here at center.
That intangible of losing Boone. You talked about his leadership, not having him around the team for about a month. What does that mean?
Well, anything I would say, I think it just states the obvious, right? What he means to our team. He's our leader. He's been leading it for the last few years here. Just what he brings to the room, his work ethic, his practice habits, his stuff in the gym is not, let alone his production. He's having another good year offensively. So, you don't replace those guys. You lose them, and you hope some other guys, it's an opportunity to step up maybe. And maybe not with your voice, but with your play. And that's what we're hoping for. Again, I think by my count, we're 8 or 9 rookies in the lineup here tonight. So we got some young guys. And, so our leaders that are in the lineup, they got to help these guys along too. But it's more opportunity.
Your lineup tonight, starting with goal?
Tarasov will be in that tonight. D will be the same, and I got to make one more decision on forward here. I'm not sure yet.
Brad, you've dabbled Johnson higher in the lineup for a little while now, late in games. He seems to have really started to find some traction with his game. Do you feel better about him being forced into this position now than maybe you would have a few weeks ago, having some of those experiences late in games especially?
Yeah, I think, again, you try to slow these guys down as much as possible, and not in the sense of hurting their development, to actually help them, to grow them. And so he was earning more opportunity in late in these games and getting different looks in 6-on-5 and all these things. So, now he's played a good bulk of the season here. He's got some games under his belt and last year. So you're hoping he's a little bit more battle tested as a rookie, as I say that, as a new position, as I say that. So, he's going to, if he's playing with those guys, he's taking on a good chunk of minutes and competition, right? There's a good chance you're either against Faxa or you're against Rupa Hintz, that's a handful there, one of the best lines I believe in the league. So it's a little bit trial by fire here, and he's going to be jumping in with both feet. So we'll see how it goes. Again, there's nothing set in stone. He's going to stay there the whole time, but we're going to look at it.
This is 3 starts in a row for Tarasov. Can you just say where you're at with Elvis and what the thought process is there?
Well, it's more where I'm at with Tarasov. I think he's earned another start. I think he's played well in his games. That's really it. Elvis hasn't had a great season. I mean, I'm done talking about it. It's as a team. It's not about Elvis. It just hasn't gone his way. So, I got to put the guy I feel has the best chance. That's him tonight. Elvis can get back in the net. It's not like he's sitting there all year. And once he gets in, he's a guy he can turn it. And once he gets on a roll, we know what he can do. So we're hoping that's going to come sooner than later. But he's working on it. Manny's working with him. We're all trying to help him.